everybody, it's Daniel and welcome to another video by the Entropy System. Hey everybody, it is Kit and welcome to another video by the Entropy System. This is me filming my half of a video where I talk about how me and Daniel are friends now. Yay! Kit and I are friends now, and that's cool. That's something I appreciate. It was no secret before that for basically all of our lives, Kit and I didn't like one another. A while ago, we did a video talking about our relationships with, like, our inner system relationships, how we feel about one another, how we interact with one another. And apparently, y'all were surprised that Daniel and I super did not get along. Like, from day one. I'm very wild and under-controlled, and he is very shy and passive and over-controlled. So we are very, very opposite. I saw her as an unnecessary risk taker and therefore a danger to the rest of us. She was good for filling in for Win when she needed to, but she was very impulsive. She liked to put herself into dangerous or unnecessarily risky situations. I'm the exact opposite of that. I'm very shy and I think about things a lot before I do them. We work very closely with Win, like we both had for a very long time, and we had like a cordial like agreement that we wouldn't butt heads when it came to like helping Win out. But like anytime it wasn't business, it was like, okay, cool, bye, don't talk to me. After Mistletoe integrated with Kit, she started to change kind of slowly, but started to mature. It was still a hot minute before like I could look at her with respect, especially because as she started to lose the reckless side of herself and started to kind of be more responsible in the way that she looked at the world and like express and respect more emotions within herself, she really leaned into the I don't like Daniel thing. I also was kind of mean, more than I should have been. And I would pick on Daniel a lot, and I would make fun of him, and I would tell his secrets to people, because I was not good. That was not good. There's no excuse for that. That was bad behavior on my part, and I feel very bad. If someone is co-conscious with us, it's very easy for them to hear our thoughts and feel our emotions and stuff, so we don't, like, secrets don't exist for the most part in the system, especially between regular fronters. So she would learn my secrets when I was out front, and then she'd share them with people in the hopes of embarrassing me. Luckily, the people who she shared them with really had my back, and they were like, hey, first of all, don't care. Second of all, stop trying to, you know, make Daniel feel bad. And so she didn't get anywhere with that, but she tried. I was able to kind of look at Kit and see that for what it was, which was, you know, coming from a place of like really deep insecurity. Obviously, I didn't see that as like, oh, well, you're just insecure, so it's fine. But yeah, there was no like between us, there was no trust between us, nothing. Then Andrew deployed, and I started getting very emotional. Like, I need people around me. I need to be social. I don't like being by myself, ever, at all. I don't like it. So the more that I would come out to try to help the system, the more sad and lonely I would become, and I just started feeling emotions, and I hate feeling emotions. So I don't handle them well, because rather than like trying to cope and be like, okay, this is an emotion that I recognize, I try to either repress it or run from it, and that's not healthy. It just was everything. She was vulnerable to everything. All the time. She was second-guessing herself, she was freaking out, like she really wanted to step up and be a leader while Andrew was gone for deployment, but every time she came out, like, we'd go into a panic attack, like the body would freak out and we'd have trouble like resetting the body as normal to get like rid of all of her like high levels of whatever chemicals make you freak out. I can't remember. Adrenaline. That's the word, adrenaline. So anyway, one day at work, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to work. We're working with Julie. This is a perfect time for me to come out. I'll get my social in, but I was still like feeling upset from the previous day where I had been alone in the apartment for a pretty long time. And so I came out, and just being out reminded me of how lonely it was out here. And even though I was at work, I was just sad and I was emotional. And then Julie like had to go to break or something. I don't even remember. Maybe I wasn't working with Julie. Maybe I was working by myself. The point is I was at work and I was sad and I was emotional and I was having trouble focusing, and I was just like, I just want to go home. I don't want to be here. Like, I have no drive. And before I could like bust out super crying in front of customers and stuff, I kind of just felt Daniel come behind me and like give me this hug, right? And he was like, don't even worry about it. I've got you. She wasn't being mean anymore, which was great. She was actually like standing up for everybody and being like, listen, I'm gonna take care of everyone. Like, you all are very important to me, you know, and it was a very different Kit than anything I'd ever known before. And I was really like looking at her like, wow, you're really doing this for us, and I really respect, you know, how much effort you're putting in to try to get us through this very, very difficult time. There was one day where like she was in the front, and so I was like, no, you need to let me be close to you. Like, you need someone to listen to you cry. You're trying so hard to help us, but you're not letting us help you. So like, I got you. And I kind of just like gave her this hug and like pulled her out of the body into the headspace. Wind took over. And I was in too much of an emotionally weakened state to be like, go away, don't touch me, gross. You know, I just like, I needed someone. And he knew that. So he was like, I got this. And rather than, because when we're at points of heightened emotions, it's very, very hard to switch from the front back into the headspace. It's hard for other people to switch us from the front back into the headspace. It's like having big emotions like fear or sadness or loneliness or whatever is like this clog, and it just gets you stuck. And so when Daniel came up and he, you know, was like, I got you, and he kind of leaned back with me and helped me pull back, I was free from the front. And rather than him taking over the front, he kind of pushed Win up to the front, and he stayed with me and just let me cry and just held me while I cried and listened to me be sad and talk about my feelings. And he didn't judge me, and he didn't interrupt me, and he didn't try to like tell me what I was feeling was stupid, which are all things that I would have done to him, but he didn't do that to me. The jerk. But like, yeah, no, so he just like sat there and was, you know, I think the only thing he said was like, uh-huh, and I know, and it's okay. And he just kind of cycled through those, or like, it's all right, until I kind of fell asleep. It's weird, like she sat on my lap and she cried into my shoulder, and I just hugged her and I let her talk for hours about everything she was worried about and everything she was concerned about and all the insecurities she felt about herself and her behavior and her past and everything. And she felt better, and like we really connected during, like, I think she was finally okay like being around me after that. And I kind of had like a crisis of self after that, because I was like, no, I don't hate him right now. That's like one of my defining personality traits, is being the only one who hates Daniel. But damn it, he's nice. He kind of took care of me, and I kind of felt really bad for being a bully for so long. Yeah, bully's the right word. I was gonna be like, am I being too harsh? But no, like straight up bully, I would pick on him, and I would do things intentionally to make him uncomfortable. That was pretty bully-ish. But he was nice to me when I needed someone the most. And he took care of me. And he continues to have my back. But the difference is, now I respect him, and I like him, and I have his back too. So we're friends now. After that day where she just finally broke and cried, she's been a lot better about talking about her insecurities and letting me know when she's feeling insecure. And like, we've been hanging out a little bit. Like, it's still kind of like, we're not like, hey besties, let's go hold hands and eat ice cream, but like, we really respect one another. You know, and we try to meet each other on common ground, and we try to lift each other up when we're feeling down on ourselves. He's cool. I approve. 2 thumbs up for Daniel. That's all for me. You guys have a great day. I hope everybody has a super great day. And remember, you are loved. You are loved. You are valuable. You are valuable. And you are valid. And you are valid. Take care. Bye. Bye.